Hi, dear Scorpios. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. I thank you for your time, love, and support. I will be doing a Scorpio collective reading for Scorpio season in sidereal astrology. The dates fall from November 23rd to December 6th. I have already pre-shuffled the deck. I did a hand shuffle and then split the deck into 3 parts and restacked. I will be doing a Celtic cross, and we will be beginning with the significator card, which will be you and what speaks of the energy around you. And then as I go on, I'll just continue to explain the placement of each card. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, also I'm going to be using the Tattoo Tarot deck, Ink and Intuition. And the creator of the deck is Miss Diana McMahon Collis. I will leave the information in the description box. Also, I was guided to have poinsettias on the table for this reading. I kind of marinated on this reading for a bit too. And I don't do things unless I'm guided to. So it was quite, I would say probably about a week and a half to a couple of weeks where I've just been kind of marinating on doing this reading and wanted to be fully prepared and ready to go for it in full spirit and just fully present, so I'm able to give a clear message. So I hope that this is helpful to you. And again, I thank you so much for being here. So the first card that we have is the Knave of Swords. And to me, this is speaking of watching or spying. So I would say either you or a strong energy that is connected to you is in the acts of this. I also got the words immature. I did notice the snake. So the snake could just speak of, sneaky behavior. It's all about perspective and how you look at things. And then, we've got the eye there, and that kind of speaks on, to me, the intensity of the spying. The way that he looks and is standing, he is facing in the opposite direction. He's facing back. And so to me, this is either you or someone you're connected to that is reflecting on the past. They're looking in the past, maybe possibly, I want to say, stuck in the past, could be thinking of, some instances that were kind of icky sticky, if you know what I'm saying. I'm seeing the air. I'm going to use my pointer here. I'm seeing the air here, so they could have strong air energy. The blue, to me, says that there's some throat chakra going on. The red string here speaks of the connection, so this could be also a very strong connection that you have either within yourself or with someone else. And given that, there's going to be watching here and spying, I would just say be mindful of that. And, we want to stay in integrity and make the right moves moving forward. So if you are reflecting, don't stay there. And also I'm getting to someone, or you could just be speaking your truth. You're reflecting on the past. I would say realizing a lot of what you do want, now that you have experienced what you do not want. And so you are speaking that, and you are strong with it. You are standing your ground. And with that, watching what happens around you, just observing to be able to be ready to make whatever move you need to take next. So what crosses you? We have the Moon card. Let me make sure we can see that straight here. So with the Moon card, this is the Excuse the noise. I live downtown, right in the heart of it. So, and it is Friday night, so it'll get a little froggy from time to time throughout this reading. I do apologize. With the moon card, this is the number 18, which is a 9, which speaks of, I would say, a Christ-like energy that speaks of very, very highly emotional, a very highly emotional person, very intuitive. I see another tie with a connection here. Again, maybe this could be, speaking of Gemini, we did have air energy right here. So this could be Gemini energy overall. You could have strong Gemini in your chart. We have the beautiful moon here that is kind of splitting red and blue. That speaks of, to me, feminine and masculine energy. So this could be you also just being in union within yourself, really coming into your own. I want to say a Cancer North Node as well. And just realizing who you are, and that is speaking volumes, where you're like vibrating this very, very intensely, within and without as well. The 2 towers, to me, just kind of speak of, I would say, how do I want to say it? Like having, there's stability here, but you've also been through some things. You know, there's two towers. So to me, that's more than one meaning as well. And then again, you know, we have the water, highly emotional, can be emotional, but also balance. You know how to balance this as well. I would just say a very, very strong stance of Cancer energy. And then I would say, you know, this has all come about with the last new moon, that beautiful crescent moon there, where you're kind of, I see the sun too. So it's like the sun and the moon, just being with one within yourself is what I'm getting. And then also to things coming to light for you. And that's why you're in this observer mode, because you're making moves. So that's what crosses you. What crowns you is the 3 of Wands. And so with the 3 of Wands, to me, I would say this speaks of adventure, a new beginning. The red string is sticking out to me there. So there's some kind of work that is being done. And I think this just emphasizes this here, where you are connected within yourself. It's the masculine, the feminine, higher self. This is what crowns you. And most times to me, when I'm saying what crowns you, the crown chakra, right above your head, the energy chakra that I'm speaking of, that all, because this is in that area, just truly confirms to me that's what this is. We have 3 stars as well. And so I'm getting, you have 3 very, very significant placements in your chart that have to do with 3 different important stars in your birth chart. And I'm hearing ancestors. This is tied to your ancestors as well. Possibly some gifts that have been passed on from your ancestors to you. The red ribbon also speaks of strong promise. I see it as being tied. I'm hearing signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours, by Stevie Wonder. It is a 3. I see 3 as divine union overall. And so I would say this is what crowns you. This is something new for you, but it's also, it's like a brand new beginning, a new experience. Something that you've experienced but have not quite experienced in this way before. Very expansive and celebratory. Passionate. Something that you love and enjoy. Just getting a really, really good burst of energy with that card. So what is beneath you? We have the world. So this totally emphasizes, and see how it's like, it's almost like it's like supporting. It is supporting. It's supporting. Make sure you can see that. I'll scoot this up here. We'll scoot these. Scoochies, scoochies. So it's almost like, or it's not like, but the world card is pretty much supporting all of this. So you have had a new beginning. There has been a transition. This is a portal. So you have leveled up. And because you have leveled up, this is where we are. It's almost like kind of still being in a protective energy, but coming out of that. Because you've been through a certain cycle or cycles a number of times. And so even though you're protective, you're not as protective, but you are just making sure. And I wouldn't even say making sure, because you trust the universe. Like, we have all this here going on, but I think it's just almost like weaning yourself out of that energy, because you have this trust here. You have things coming to light. I mean, it's all enlightenment here for me. And just being in that stance of wanting to secure it, but you don't have to. I hope that makes sense. And so with the world card, this is a 21, which is another 3. So we have 2 3s. I would say this corresponds with the 9. I want to say there's going to be a 6 coming out possibly here. 369. 369 to me overall is about friendship and communion, coming together, cherishing, and celebration. And so I would say with the world card, it's like you've kind of been through major transitions, possibly with, different kinds of energies that have all helped you to come to a certain level of mastery. And going through this portal, you've done it, you're graceful with it, you're powerful, you're strong, confident. Just overall beautiful. And like I said, just vibrating, like with this card, you're vibrating, like you can see all the burst of energy. Like there's an aura around you that that vibrates very, very good yumminess. Should we say. And then with the green here, I'm seeing heart chakra energy. So your heart is open, you're loving, you're forgiving, you're compassionate towards those who have possibly, been biting at you, been stubborn with you, while you've had your ancestors and angels there for you, guiding you, and then, nature, Mother Earth, everything around you and surrounding you, fully supporting you and having your back. And then here's the red string again. And it's kind of like, again, sealing, just because it's wrapped around, I see that as just like having it in the bag, pretty much. You know, you're wearing it on your sleeve. And the Knave of Swords here, it's wrapped nicely. It's almost like a present. Like, I see this as a gift, a nice wrapped present. And this here is almost like, I would say it's like a hint that had let you know throughout your journey, like it's always been there for you. And maybe you didn't see that right away, but it was there. It's just wrapped, you know, in all this, because there's a lot going on here. So it might have been hard to see. It's a little bit lighter too. And you can see here where it's like almost like the darkest and red hue. Red also is the root chakra, and I'm seeing like the red is popping out to me right now. And I would say the red is all about dealing with anything that our ancestors had decided to pass on to us. So then what is behind you? We have the Knave of Wands. I'm hearing in and out bullshit. So there could have been someone who's always like, I would say not even present. Like it's almost like he's in his own world. He's always looking forward, always looking to what's next. He's full of passion, full of energy, always has something to say, doesn't really act on it. And if he does, it's short-lived. Just because of the fiery energy that I see here. Always on the go, go, go. And then there's triangles here. That kind of re-emphasizes the root chakra. That's Madalahara. It's a symbol for me that I'm getting. And I'm seeing that connected to the root chakra as well. So this could be someone who has not had that particular, I mean, because there's a lot of red, and you can have an imbalance by having too much of root chakra energy. Also with not having a balanced root chakra where you don't have enough. So it's always good to have balance. But this could have been, this also could have been you. You going through life lessons and just kind of learning how to be more patient and stable and steady. And I would say not burning bridges, but with the blue, speaking your truth and having integrity, ending things if they needed to be ended in the proper way, and no longer doing the back and forth, in and out, where it kind of leaves you, I would say, not necessarily stuck, but in an energy that does not feel so good. And this is fire energy, so that is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So what is before you is the Nine of Wands. To me, this is the Wounded Warrior card. And anytime I see the Wounded Warrior card, it just speaks to me about more healing. And so with the World card being at the bottom, kind of holding up all of this, I would just say that you are working on your stability. Realizing some things from your past childhood that may have been related to things that you are realizing you have been experiencing as of late. And with the higher energy, higher self energy, you know that a lot of those things that have come to light were illusions for you. And so there's a lot of healing here. I would say To me, I see this as being stabbed in the back. Not necessarily a betrayal, because we only experience what we allow. But just maybe feeling that way, like someone stabbed you in the back. And they made their choice. Don't take that on as your burden. Release this burden and don't let it be yours. Allow that person to make that choice and live with that choice and deal with that choice. So I would say the next card, we'll go ahead and move on. Oh, and this is another 9. So we have 2 9s. 9s are about coming to a completion. It's right before 10. Again, it's also with Christ-like energy. So just having overall enlightenment on any situations that you've been through, doing the work, and it's all coming to a close where you had this new beginning for yourself. So we have the overall energy of you, which is the 8 of Coins. And again, this automatically to me speaks of doing the work, doing the inner work and healing. Like I said, with the 9 of Wands card. I would say going from the 9 to the 8. It's like you're chipping away at and getting rid of what no longer serves you. And the light bulb speaks of the enlightenment that I've been speaking on. You're hammering away at this. There's an anvil. So I see, to me that means dropping dead weight. Even though it's, you're pounding on it, it's still like, I'm just seeing like automatic anvil dropping dead weight. And then to me, the stars, they always speak to me as being angels. So you could have, an abundance of angels. 8 speaks of abundance as well, infinity. I would just say an overall natural spiritual feeling that is inspiring you. And this could be part of the work that you're doing as well. So spiritual work, meditation, anything metaphysical, occult type work that is helping you to heal. Because this could also be in the physical as well. You've just been doing a very, very good job of working hard. You're on top of your game, where you are gaining this balance, coming to a completion with being physically responsible, as well as having a very, very strong spiritual connection that you have been working on very hard, and it's beginning to show for you with the light. All right. And so the energy around you, we have the Queen of Coins. So to me, this is I would say this could be you. My first instinct and what I was hearing is that this is almost like a mother energy, someone who is assisting you and supporting you, helping to guide you, setting an example. She's very graceful. She's abundant. She's beautiful. She holds a very significant piece in her hands, whatever that may be that she has been helping you with, that she is offering to you, that is very valuable on your journey and in this process as you go through transformation. And I want to say that's green string. I mean, she's very loving. I'm seeing strong, stable, and loving. Again, I see air. She could have, you know, slight air energy. And the way that she's sitting, it's almost like she's like, so there's a movie, it's a Hotel Transylvania, and the vampire always shows up like out of nowhere. Like he's always on time. And so I'm getting that with her. Not to say that this is, you know, a vampire. I just thought of that in relation to just always appearing and being right on time. When you not necessarily are in need, but it helps you. Like it's like being thankful for divine timing, because this particular Queen of Coins has truly been an asset in your life, and especially as of late. She likes to wear makeup from time to time, and she has really pretty hair. She likes to dress up, and she definitely is a queen. So the next card we have are your hopes and fears. Dreams and aspirations. And we have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is Victorry. Victorry. So I would say this is success, possible fame, recognition, winning. Like this is reminding me of the Olympics. So someone could be working towards that in competition for an Olympic event or a major event that is coming up. We do have the Olympics coming up next year. So someone could be in extensive training. And just receiving overall help. And making sure you stay on top of it. So that could be for someone. Also, as I had said at the beginning of this reading, we would most likely get a 6. And sure enough, ta-da, we have it. So, I mean, it's like this whole reading so far to me is like straight abundance. When it comes to stability, especially with the world on the bottom. And I'm seeing like mad circles, so it's like it's like a seal to the stability, because it's never ending. It's always going, and it's always gonna keep continuing, if that makes sense. I'm seeing another bow, another seal where it's tied in the bag is what I'm hearing. It's a strong force here that it's like pretty much, I would say, like, especially like the way that these wands are, it's like unbreakable. Like once you have obtained this, especially with the position of the stars, it's like you're totally protected. You've worked hard. You finally have obtained and reached a goal, and it's yours and only yours. I'm gonna try to see if I can, so we have, let's see. So yeah, and also like the way that I'm seeing this too is like this could be 9, we have another 9, and then we have the other 9 right here. So that's 3 9s, that's 999. Like an emphasis on, like a strong emphasis to say, hey, you know, there's no need to really Like, just relax a little bit. You know, everything's going to be okay. Especially with all the stars here. There's angels everywhere here to me. Like, you are so protected. You see here too, like, there's no angels. There's no stars in this card. I know that, I'm just saying like the position. Because there's probably, I would say, less stars, in the knave cards or whatnot. But because this is in the past position and what is behind you, you're way more like, it's just like whoosh to me. Stability, whoosh. You've done the work, whoosh. Like, you're good. And this is speaking, this right here is saying you are good. You got the victory. You did it. But it don't stop, You always got to keep going. We're always improving. We're always learning. So just keep going, Enjoy the success. Make sure you celebrate it to the fullest. Be in the moment. But know that there are also even greater successes. Not to say that you should, always aspire, but just make sure you're always in the moment and enjoying what comes to you as it comes at that time. So while we have the victory card here, be in that. Be prepared, but be in it. And so then the totality of this reading, we have the Knight of Cups. So with the Knight of Cups, I would say this is also someone who is possibly reflecting. I wouldn't say like, nope, I'm not going to say two reflectors, because the Knave of Swords here, his eye is looking forward. Like, he's got the peripheral going on, the side eye. So it's not necessarily back. This dude right here, the Knight of Cups, he is, can you see that? Let me move this down. I'm sorry. Make sure we can see all of that. Hopefully, I'll just go ahead, we'll stack them. So with the Knight of Cups, he's Midas. Some, I would say some messages are being offered. He's reflecting on something from the past. This could be you or someone you're connected to. I'm seeing his wavy hair, so it's like, he's straight wavy. This to me looks like a diamond, so that could speak of wealth. They're looking up, hopeful. I'm seeing hopeful. Sending a message to the sky. I see this as being open, almost like a fish, like speaking to the sky. So it could be a Pisces. Especially, this is a cup card, water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And then what I do notice here too, and do be careful out there with integrity, he does have a wedding ring on. So this could be maybe, this could be you, in this wounded warrior phase that we have going on here, kind of reflective on your past. As you're going through this transition and you've already, come to this hope in achieving victory. And I see it as kind of maybe like dwindling. Only because of that ring. Because something already is, and unless somebody is going to make significant changes on something, there's no need to be looking back. So I want to say this might not even be you. This could be, I want to say this is someone you're connected to who will not let go, possibly, is what I'm hearing. And this could be what you're doing here, is working to have victory over this. And you have the assistance and the support. And I'm seeing this also as two, not just one individual, but possibly the abundant support around you. A tribe that's helping you. I'm seeing that with this card as well too, this being you. This being past hurts. This being a tribe. These match to me as far as the force and the strength of this bond that can't be broken. But yeah, I want to say this is someone outside of you or connected to you who has been communicating, reflecting, and he looks sad. And I want to say it's, you know, and this could be male or female, that they are, I want to say regretful. Because you have moved forward. And I'm seeing this eye go right to that Knight of Cups. So, yeah. There could have been some communication where both parties had kind of maybe possibly come together, reflected on some kind of communication from the past. This is dwindling a little bit too long because he's the top card, the 10th card, the overall totality of this entire reading. All right, so and then also too, I want to say with the Knight of Cups, that's another thing too, just like almost like the Knave of Wands. And the knaves are considered to be pages in traditional tarot. So this would be the Page of Wands. Just real in and outy. Like as quick as he would come in, he leaves. Possibly because of this. Because he's not supposed to be doing that. And that's just what I'm getting with this. Just because of the way he's looking. Now, if this were a Knight of Cups that we're looking forward, this to me that would speak of promise that would be more likely you. But that's not what I'm getting. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to do some clarifying cards. I usually do 3 to 4 more cards off the top of the deck, and then the bottom of the deck I usually do last. And so we're going to do these clarifying cards and then the bottom of the deck. And so the first clarifying card is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is like back and forth to me, not able to make a decision, coming to a stalemate. I see a rose here that could be significant with the dove. I see the death of something, because there can only be, you know, one choice, and so eventually a decision has to be made. I also see this as communication between two people over something that's very, very significant, loving, tying, bonding. Male and female is what I'm getting as well, just because of the differences in the sword. And then I want to say too, each of these individuals has a very, very special ancestor that has been helping them. So this actually might deal with going through a portal and entering into a new beginning and having victory. This could be someone you're moving towards, where now that you've kind of done the work, they possibly have done the work. You're coming together, but not quite sure. And that's where we're relying on this and trusting in our own intuition and the universe and our two angels here to help guide us on the right path. The next card. Ooh, 2 and 2. Double 2. So the 2 of coins. To me, this is about balance. And I didn't even see that until right when I was saying balance. And only because these are one right on top of the other. We have the sun and the moon balance. I mentioned that here, right here, with the sun and the moon, the crescent moon there, and what looked and is actually appearing to me as the sun. There's a growth here. So that just kind of reiterates the balance, the overall balance of this and your energy and how you're moving forward. It's very, very graceful and peaceful. And it's super, I want to say it's just super sturdy. Like maybe like before, as you were going through transitions and transformations, you felt like, you know, you finally had it. But this time around, I want to say like, you got, you know, budding flowers here and a very, very graceful presence that is supporting stableness, stableness, stableness. And that's another 3. So we got 3, 3, 3, I believe. Yes. Or no. 2 3s. So 2 3s, 2 2s, 3 6 9, 3 9s, and then 1 8. But I see this as an 8 too. So I would say 2 8s. Also too, with this 8 of coins, this just stuck out to me as being like the third eye. Related, you know, it's right below the crown chakra. So just being strong in your intuition and really truly listening to yourself, doing the hard work with that to help get you through. So with the 2 of coins, also with this looking like an 8, I would say there's a very, very special significance with the number 8. Getting the miracle walk of 8. If anyone wants to look into that. Here's the 2 angels again. And I'm like, just looking at this, I'm hearing finally coming into balance. Finally coming into balance. These curls have been very significant as well. I noticed these here and here. Libra energy, air sign. Your sun and your moon sign have been very helpful for you. If you don't know your sun and your moon sign, I encourage you to look into that and look at your birth chart. Having your birth time will greatly, greatly help with having true answers to your birth chart. Or I should say the most true. And then, let's see. I'm just getting these dots here as like speaking of femininity. Even though this is a card of balance, I want to say the presence, like it's like I'm hearing divine feminine. All right, and so then the next card is the 7 of Cups. So far this is in 11. With the 7 of Cups, I wouldn't say, I'm going to say this is no longer, and this is what you've been dealing with, because this is where you are now. This is in the middle. So you've had this on one side, this on the other side, and this is you. And I keep moving this, I'm sorry. So yeah, it's almost like you've had a lot of choices or a lot of confusion going on. Being in your head while also being in emotion. So this would be the mental, I want to say emotional as well. Just because there's been, I want to say, no communication with all this blue. There's been a need of communication. And with a lot of heart, with a lot of self-work and inner work, you have obtained this and achieved this with the victory there. And so the Seven of Cups has been confusion, while all the time you have been completely protected and safe as you've been going along the way. These are in the clouds. So this could also tie in with just being in your head a lot, not really being able to make a firm decision. 7 is about, to me, speaks of being on the right path. And so even though you were going through this confusion, it's the confusion and the process of it all that helped you to get to where you are now. And then the last card for clarifying, is the Lovers. Lovey, lovey, lovey. And this is another 6. So, I mean, don't want to sound cliche, but this is speaking strongly of a union, a very strong union. And now that I see Cupid here, we can also say that this arrow might be you getting hit by a love bug and making a decision on who you would like to be with and who truly has your heart, because you're not just going to give it to anyone easily, is what I'm hearing. And only because of what you've been through in the past with the Wounded Warrior card. So with the Lovers, the heart, you being a part of the heart, male or female, there's a very strong connection here between you and someone else. The Rose is here again, so that just confirms. There's another 2, so we have 2, 2, and 2. That may be significant. But I would say making a choice and that person not being the choice. And just having a very, very strong energy to where it popped into your reading. And this could be male or female. And so we have 11 and then 6, 11 and 6, 17, 1 and 7 is 8. That's another 8. So to me, that's 3 8s, 888. I mean, the connections with and the only reason I say that about this being a possible strong reading about a union is because we have a lot of doubles in numbers. So that kind of seals either speaking about union within yourself and really truly coming into your own union within yourself, which is what we, you know, that's what we want. That's very, very awesome. And this could be, you know, I want to say too, this doesn't have to be a love reading. You could be choosing to love yourself, you know, like even though you love yourself, like you're really coming into making that choice of loving yourself and having that passion for yourself, what you would want to see for yourself. Because once you do that, as within, so without. And then here again, we have the two angels. Just automatic speaks angels to me. I want to say there's an abundance of gifts, whether that be material or not. Just very, very passionate. Intimacy and connection. So whether you're together or not, there's some kind of intimacy here. And roses are very, very significant. Roses mainly are about love to me, depending on the color. Especially love within yourself, love for yourself. Very important to have that in order to have the love of others. So that's pretty awesome. I'm hoping that this is resonating with a lot of you out there. This is a very, very magical reading. And so on the bottom of the deck, and oh my goodness, this is crazy. So we have the Four of Cups. To me, this is like wishing. And I see just like, because it's the four speaks to me of stability. I see another diamond here. And then we see the third eye. To me, this is the third eye. Possibly someone has been crying. And it's always good to cry. Crying is very therapeutic and healing. You never want to hold stuff in. You want to get that stuff out so that you're able to make space and create for what it is that you truly wish to see. And so, you know what I'm getting totally is that this is a wish. Like, I know the Nine of Cups is significant as a wish fulfillment, but I'm getting this as like a wish granted. After some pain and suffering. And the diamond is just like a stable piece because it's right in the middle of the Four Cups here. The rain is coming. And like the tears, I said rain could be significant. The tears are, it's like they're going up and they're coming down. Like it's just an overall balance. So, you know, even though there might be some tears, like I said earlier, it's therapeutic and it's healthy. It's healthy. And it's helping you to be strong and to really see what it is that you wish for. And you have so much like the protection is off the charts. Like who you are surrounded by is like A1, like greater than A1 steak sauce. That's like the I don't know, I can't even like, it's like, it's just very, very secure. And you know this and you can feel this. It's like you weren't sure before, and you know, you've got to kind of, like I said at the beginning, kind of have this lingering because you have this person up here or this energy up here that's kind of, you know, like, I'm just holding on is what I'm hearing. So, yeah, and notice how I put this above these. I don't know, it's just like cleansing. wish being granted to me is what I'm hearing and seeing. Just with the stability, it's just stable to me. Even with the tears, it's stable. And just, it's like the circle, I'm seeing another circle. Just a continuance of stability, guidance, love, peace, serenity. So just relax. You got this. All right, so this was my reading for you beautiful, awesome, highly intuitive, got it going on Scorpios. For Scorpio season, happy birthday to you all. And I thank you so much for being here. I wish you the very, very best. And I hope that you have an awesome rest of the year. You deserve it. You deserve love. I send you my love and my hugs and kisses. And again, I'll leave that information about the poinsettias and the information of the tarot deck that I'm using in the description box. Again, sending love and hugs and kisses. I wish you all the best. Peace out.